All right, everyone. Epic matchup here. This one, by far and away, took the cake for all of the votes for the AFC Game of the Week this year. In fact, only one other game even received a vote of any kind, and that's because we have the 6-1 Chiefs in LA to take on the 6-1 Chargers. So an absolutely epic matchup here in the AFC West, which of course kind of started the arms race of the offseason. So here come the Chiefs out onto the field, of course, after losing Tyreek Hill, Byron Pringle, Demarcus Robinson. They bring in Juju Smith-Shuster. They bring in Valdez-Scantling. They draft Sky Moore. They bring in Ronald Jones. They lose the Honey Badger and Dirty Dan. Bring in Justin Reed to go with Juan Thornhill. So draft George Karlaftis, draft Trent McDuffie. So new players all about, and of course, no bigger offseason move than Khalil Mack coming over to be opposite of Joey Bosa. So appreciate everybody being on. This is Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports. And I'm going to hand this one off to Kit here in a moment. He's actually going to call this game for you, as I've got some other things to attend to here. But it is 6-1 versus 6-1. It's our Week 8 AFC Game of the Week. Really appreciate you being on. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the best. So enjoy this game. We'll kick it off. Take it away, Kit.
All right. Thanks, Phil. The game about to kick off there. And Phil is enjoying the last tail end of his little mini vacation here. But we're going to enjoy this 6-1 matchup on 6-1. Big powerhouse AFC game here. Welcome in, Nick. Welcome in, Karen. Go Browns. And so the way we do it, Nick, is we control all of the teams in franchise mode so that we can control the trade, free agency, draft, everything. We have total control over the league, and then run all the games, or at least, and then pick early in the game as it is deflected. And wow, quick turnover on the first play of the game, and the Chargers are going to come out with a great scoring opportunity here. Here comes Herbert as Mahomes is picked off. Unfortunate that ball got batted at the line, and the defender right there to take it away. So here's Herbert in a goal line formation, back to pass. And he's got a man, quick touchdown right after the interception. And just like that, this is a soon-to-be 7-0 ball game as Everett is in for the touchdown on a little stick route there from Herbert. And that was all too easy as Mahomes quickly turned the ball over and gave it right to the Chiefs in great scoring, or excuse me, to the Chargers in great scoring position. And hence we have a very, very quick score on only the second play of the game, one for each team. So the way we control every team is we actually set it up that way where you can, so there's a way to set up a franchise where you can have your friends play with you in your franchise. Well, we select all of the teams and control them all in our franchise, and that way you can switch between which franchise you're controlling at any given time, and then we work all the rosters and everything that way by all on the same gamer or same gamer tag or whatever, all controlling one or controlling every single franchise within the NFL, and that's how we run our franchise mode. So Chiefs are going to get the ball again here at the 17, and a little bunch formation left for Mahomes out of the gun. Back to pass is Mahomes, and he's got Kelsey out to the outside. Quick pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. And that one a little bit more successful than their first play, certainly. So, 2nd and 5 here for Mahomes out of the gun. Hands off to Edwards-Helaire. He's got a big gap to work with there, and he's got lots of room to rumble up the field. Quick first down, 15-yard pickup for him on his first touch of the day. As you see the Chargers talking about what they're going to do on their next touch of the football. And a quick look at that run from Edwards-Helaire, which was really quite nice first touch of the game for him. Out of the gun. Mahomes with the snap. Search, he's got a man over the middle. He's got Kelsey going deep hurdles, and he's down 20, 15, 10, and is going to get pushed out of bounds at the 9. That was just a strike, and the defender not able to make the shoestring tackle, and Kelsey kind of just gallops down the field after that. Goes a long, long way. Nice little close look as Mahomes put it right. It is right in the bucket there, and all kinds of room to rumble for Kelsey down the field. Now the Chiefs with a great scoring opportunity here. First and goal from the 9. Back to passes Mahomes out to the outside, got a man. That is Hardman, and Hardman is going to score. Touchdown Chiefs. So the Chiefs respond very, very quickly to that opening turnover and score from the Chargers. So just like that, we go back-to-back scores very early in this game, and it's soon to be tied once more at 7-7. Kick is up. The extra point is good. So 7-7 ball game here. Hardly any time off the clock as both teams wasting no time in their scoring efforts. Still 13 minutes and 14 seconds in the first quarter of this game, and already 2 touchdowns on the board, 1 for each team. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. And again, it's just me on the call for it today. Phil is wrapping up his little mini vacation, and he will be back here in short order to call games once more. But this was one of the pre-recorded games that we... Oh, what a shot on that one. Austin Eckler just gets steamrolled on that one. No gain on that rush. And Bolton with that big hit. Back to pass for Herbert. He's got pressure coming, and that's going to be a big sack. As Jones got in, Chandler Jones on that sack, quickly into the backfield and able to wrap up Herbert on that one. But yeah, so Phil's finishing up his little mini vacay. He should be back on the call here shortly, but this is the second of our 2 pre-recorded games, and we will be wrapping this one up and then getting back to the Browns next, sometime in the very near future. Yeah, I mean, so far it certainly seems that way, Wendell, as the scoring has been fast and furious in this one. 3rd and 20 now for the Chargers. Back to passes Herbert, surveying the field, and he's got a man throwing deep down. It's picked at the sideline there, as there was double coverage right on Allen there in that spot, and so instead the Chiefs going to come away with a turnover of their own here, and now they're set up for another opportunity at a second score. You can see he got his feet nicely in bounds before going out of bounds with the football in his possession. So nice interception there at the sideline, as that was just an inadvisable throw from Herbert trying to force it into double coverage with the safety coming over the top. So Mahomes is going to get a crack here, try to put the Chiefs up on top early in the early goings of this one. Still 12 minutes in the first quarter of the game, 7-7 ball game. Out of the gun, Mahomes got it. Kelsey over the middle. Kelsey's going to break a tackle and force his way to the sticks. Just over the line, first down, Chiefs. And yeah, it sure was some good footwork, Wendell, no doubt. Out of the gun for Mahomes. He's got the snap. Here comes the pressure, but he's going to unload, and he's got a man. That looks like McCall Hardeman with the reception on an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 as Mahomes finds an outlet to get the ball out of the pressure. Back to passes Mahomes. He's got a man, that is Scantling, and first and goal now from the 6 on that, after Valdez-Scantling has a nice reception over the middle. Now first and goal from the 6, under center with bunch formation to the right. Mahomes with the snap, he's got a man, touchdown, Chiefs. Oh, they're going to say he was short. I thought he was over the line, but no, just short. That'll be on the half-an-inch line. As they're saying McCall Hardeman was not in with the ball. We'll take another look here. I guess he kind of turned his body away from the line of game, which if he just went the other way with it, that was an easy touchdown. He was straddling the line. Unfortunate body control there does not result in a touchdown. Now 2nd and goal from the half-inch line, but that will be a touchdown. Kelsey with the ball. All too easy on that little stick route on the inside. Kelsey with such good hands and so good at the contested catch, and comes away with an easy touchdown there. Soon to be a 14-7 ball game as the Chiefs capitalize on their interception. We get a nice look at that. And kind of interesting from Jackson there. Jason Jackson kind of standing off there, allowing that in front of him. You would have thought he would have at least tried to contest that throw, but a little late on response. And so Kelsey able to come away with an easy touchdown. So 9:55 left in the first quarter, and already a 14-7 ball game here as the Chiefs are going to kick it deep after their score into the end zone where he will take a knee. So the Charger will take over at the 25-yard line. And Herbert needs to let that last throw go. It was obviously not a great one. He's only had 2 throws in the game, 1 a touchdown, 1 a pick. As you can see, Chandler Jones is in the zone there. Hand off quickly to Eckler, but he is going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a TFL. Little 2-yard loss there. Bring up 2nd and 12 for the Chargers. And you can see the quick little scrape down the line and little run blitz there from Reed on the strong safety position, able to come up with that TFL. Out of the gun is Herbert. Back to pass. He's got a man out on the outside. He's got room to run, and he does work his way up the field for only the 2nd completion of the day for Justin Herbert. And Everett with his 2nd reception now for 19 yards. 1st and 10. Back to pass is Herbert. He doesn't like what he sees, and he's going to get pressured and sacked. Karlaftis, the rookie, on the tackle. And Karlaftis with a nice tackle there to bring Mahomes down, or Herbert down, for that sack. You see he working the tackle there, and Herbert just kind of scrambled into him. It really wasn't a win by Karlaftis so much as a bad scramble from Herbert, running right into the pressure. Eckler to the outside, a little stretch play, but quickly tackled down the line as he was not able to break contain on that run. 3rd and 16. Back to pass. Surveying the field, pressure coming, and not able to get rid of it is Herbert, so he's going to take another big sack. And Chandler Jones with his 2nd of the game. Now, 4th and 29 will bring out the punt unit for the Chargers, who have suddenly gone anemic after their very quick turnover on the interception and following touchdown, one-play touchdown drive. They have done almost nothing on offense. So, the Chiefs, with all of the momentum, easy for me to say, in this one early, up 14-7. Mahomes back out on the field with very good field position again, starting from his own 37. We'll see what he could do with his 3rd drive of the day. Or really 4th, if you include the quick turnover on the 1st drive. Airing it deep is Mahomes. He's got a man one-on-one coverage in the end zone. Touchdown! McCole Hardeman. And the Chiefs score on an absolute seed to the end zone from Mahomes to McCole Hardman. And that was beautiful as he just aired that one for about 60 yards downfield and just dropped it on a dime to McCole Hardeman on one-on-one coverage. And not much the Chargers could do there in defense, as that was just too well executed by the Chiefs. Yeah, no, Wendell, I don't think the Chiefs have the best. They're mid-NFL defense at best. I don't think they did a lot to address it either in this offseason. They did draft a few guys. Karlaftis is an example of that. I think he has the potential to be very good, but more of their drafting, I think, is going to take a little bit of development. We'll see where they are. I think they'll be a good defense. I don't think they'll be a great defense, though. Out of the gun for Herbert. Quick handoff up the middle. That's Eckler and the little inside zone read, and he's able to get just a yard before he is swallowed up by that defense. Call it 2 yards, 2nd and 8. So Herbert in a 14-point hole, now down 21-7, back to pass. And he's going to get pressured again, and yet another big sack for this defense as the Chargers O-line is getting absolutely whipped up front. And that D-line is feasting early and often in this one as they know the Chargers are going to throw. Speaking of which, deep single coverage, but overthrown. And Herbert unable to connect downfield, and that's going to bring out the punt unit yet again as the Chargers again go 3 and out. So struggles continue for the LA Chargers as they can't seem to get anything going. And meanwhile, the Chiefs are absolutely lighting the world on fire here early in this game after that quick miscue on their very first play of the game, interception leading to a quick touchdown for the Chargers, and it has been all Chiefs since then. And you can see Mahomes now in the zone after that bomb touchdown to McCole Hardman. 1st and 10, out of the gun. Sees a man, he's got Kelsey up the field, breaks a tackle, and he is going to get tackled there about 14 yards downfield after a nice little run after catch there. So 1st and 10 now for Mahomes. He's got trips left. Inside handoff to Edwards-Helaire. He's got some room to work down to the 30, and he gets out to the 31-yard line, the 29-yard line before he is tackled. And a nice pickup there for Edwards-Helaire as the blocking up front for the Kansas City Chiefs has been very good. 1st and 10 out of the gun. 2 receivers either side. Quick handoff up the middle. Edwards-Helaire did a little spin move in the hole, but tackled only after a pickup of about 3, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 7. Yeah, I'd like to see the Chargers put up some kind of fight here too. Early and often, the Chargers are just getting it, or the Chiefs are just getting it done as Mahomes finds another guy downfield coming open in the middle of the field, and that's Juju Smith-Shuster, the recent free agency pickup for this Kansas City Chiefs squad. In motion is McCole Hardman. He's going to get the pitch pass, and that pop pass goes nowhere, and I think we're going to get a hold on this play. Under center is Mahomes. A little fake handoff to the inside. He spins for no reason, but does throw it downfield and finds Kelsey out on the perimeter. But they're saying that one is going to be incomplete as apparently he had a foot out of bounds. We'll get a better look at it here. I don't know. He looks like he dragged that foot, but maybe they're saying it just missed. I thought he had that, so an interesting look. And the Chargers, I guess. Oh, so it wasn't showing the yardage because the Chargers challenged and they upheld that. That was really weird. I don't really understand how that works. But all right, so Mahomes back to pass, and he does find a man downfield. That's his other tight end, and he will pick up 6 yards. Does Gray on the reception? 3rd and 3. Mahomes back to pass. He's got a man. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown there, and the free agent does his catch, grabs his second ball of the game, and that one for a touchdown, and the 4th touchdown of the day for these Kansas City Chiefs, all of them through the air, and they are absolutely burning it up here. They are lighting the world on fire. Like I said, this one has been all Chiefs since the first play of the game. After that unfortunate turnover that led to a very quick score for the Chargers, it has been 100% Chiefs after that, and the what seemingly like an early blowout continues here, 28-7 now. Hey, welcome in Sean, go Browns, and welcome in George, go Browns. Yeah, certainly hope so. I hope the Chargers get back in this one because it's been all Chiefs so far. I'd like to see the Chargers put up a fight here because it's already dangerously at risk of just getting very ugly early in this one. But the Chargers have to do something on offense. Let's see what they do here. They've got a man out to the outside, and Herbert does connect with his tight end, and that will be for 9 yards for Williams. Actually, that was Williams out on the outside. My bad. And 2nd one here for Herbert. Little fake option, and that one is going to lead to a quick sack as Karlaftis gets his second. And Herbert not finding anything downfield as this coverage from the Chiefs has been stingy. Now 3rd and 9, and this is not the direction you want to go in a ball game where you're been mostly passing because you're already in such a big hole early and often in this one. I'd like to see more run. Don't give up the run quite so early for the Chargers. 3rd and 9 now from the 21. Minute 21 in the first quarter. Back to pass. He sees somebody, but he's going to get picked. And that was just not an advisable throw. 3 defenders right there in the area, and unfortunately for him, not able to sneak it over the nearest Chief, who was able to pick that one off. And so the Chiefs are going to get set up for yet another scoring opportunity, and that was just ugly. Did not see Fenton just sitting right there in the hole, and Fenton just took that one right away. He didn't have to move far at all. Just sat there and jumped a little bit, and the ball was almost at his shoulder level on the jump. So really a bad throw from Herbert. Now his second pick of the day. 1st and 10 for Mahomes, who is still in the zones. 28-7 Chiefs. Yeah, he sure did. He threw it right at him. I don't know what he was seeing. Mahomes to the outside. He's got Edwards-Helaire out on the little swing pass, and 5-yard pickup for the Chiefs. With 46 seconds, they may go up 35-7 here if they can get into the end zone still in the first quarter. But Mahomes is going to get sacked on that one, and James gets home. 3rd and 13. We'll see if it does. That takes Mahomes out of the zone. So 14-6 left in the first quarter. 3rd and 13 here for the Chiefs out of the gun. Mahomes surveys the field. He does find a guy downfield. Touchdown! And that's Juju, his second. Juju Smith-Shuster with his second touchdown. And that really was just Juju coming back to the ball. And not the best throw from Mahomes, but Juju with the better play on the ball, able to come up with a touchdown there. So what do you have at 35-7 here? First quarter, 5 ticks left. And man, that is quite the scoreline in a first quarter of any ball game. That's a finishing scoreline, not a first quarter scoreline. So this one has been wild, absolutely wild early, as the Chargers look to be getting absolutely routed so far here on the field, and we'll see if that continues. But man, it is ugly in the early goings of this one. 35-7, Herbert under center, takes the snap. A little fake and yet another sack. That has been the 3rd now hat trick completed for Karlaftis, the rookie, having a huge day out here and just absolutely feeding in the backfield like he lives there. And 2nd and 18 now for Herbert. Back to pass, a little delayed handoff to Eckler. There's the run game, and they catch the Chiefs napping a bit there on that little draw. So 3rd and 9 here from the 17. Really need to get something going here. Back to pass. Herbert. He's got a man on the little crosser, and there it is. Finally, a first down for these Chargers. They've been hunting for that and really just struggling all over the field as Palmer picks up a 13-yard reception, his first of the day. Wendell now changes his to not just a 100-point scoring day for both teams, but 100 points for the Chiefs alone. Which, if it keeps up like this, then yes, if all 4 quarters score 35 points, you'd be over 100. That would be absolutely insane. I don't know that they can keep up a pace like that, though. Even the Chiefs probably would run out of steam before they hit those kind of numbers. So a little pop pass to the outside. He's got some room to run, and that one actually worked out really well. Nicely timed call for the little pop pass, and that jet sweep action. Austin Eckler able to pick up 12 yards on that one, coming out of that wide receiver position there. He comes up the middle there on that rush. Does Austin Eckler, his 7th of the day. Only 1 yard on that carry, 2nd and 9. A little stretch to the outside, and that one is quickly snuffed out, and Spiller on his first carry is only going to pick up 1 yard. Herbert is not the most mobile quarterback. He's not bad. He can scramble. He's a bit of a bigger guy. He's a little bit slower, as he is going to get sacked yet again there. And 4th and 20 will bring the punt unit back out after picking up a couple of first downs. The drive for the Chargers stalls out yet again, and they are going to punt and give the Chiefs the opportunity to score yet more points here, starting from their own 20. But no, I wouldn't say he's the most mobile quarterback. He's kind of like that, kind of like the like Andrew Luck was, where he can scramble if he has to, but he's not looking to scramble because he's not the most mobile quarterback out there. It's not that he can't do it, just that he's not that's not his strong suit. It's a little screen pass outside here for Edwards-Helaire. And the screen pass does pick up a first down for the Chiefs, and Mahomes is going to go right back in the zone. 1st and 10, Chiefs. Out of the gun, Mahomes, he's got a man, and that is a missed tackle out on the outside. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. As I don't know what happened on that pursuit. Thought he was going to get tackled about 3 times down the sideline. In fact, I don't know what they did there. I'd have to look at it again. Hopefully we'll get a replay on this, but it's about to be 42-7, folks. And that was just, I didn't even think that one was going to go the distance. And as they had many opportunities to get a tackle out on the outside, it seemed. But Edwards-Helaire just kept going. And we're not going to get a replay on that one, so unfortunately we don't get to see how that happened, but it seemed like bad pursuit angles to me, and I don't know what the Chargers are doing, but this is just getting very ugly. 42-7 now, and you almost feel like this one might be over in the first half. Quick pass to the outside from Herbert, fighting his way, breaking tackles, but still only a pickup of about 4 after all of that effort. And Kansas City has allowed, that's kind of telling right there, a net of 7 yards on the game. Or, excuse me, net negative 7 yards. So, not a good effort from this Chargers offense with netting, a negative yardage on the entire game so far. 9-16 in the first half. That one is going to be complete to Keenan Allen. And that's his first touch of the game. You would think he needed to be more involved in this one. 1st and 10, Chargers. Yeah, Karen, this has been an absolutely insane game. I mean, we expected a good game for, a battle of 6-1s, but we certainly didn't expect a lopsided blowout that this one has turned into early in this one. 8:47 in the first half, and it's already 42-7. Inside handoff to Eckler, and he's not going to go much anywhere. Now 9 rushes, 16 yards for him. 2nd and 8. And even balance, 10 and 10, so they're still balanced rush to pass, but not getting much done are the Chargers. That one is complete to Williams, 3rd and 2. He's got 2 catches for 15 yards. And the Chargers, picked again! What is happening, folks? I don't even know, as that one is going to be returned. Fenton on his 2nd interception of the ball game, and Herbert just didn't see him jump the route. And man alive, this is just a bludgeoning, as you see a nice replay there of Fenton jumping the route of Keenan Allen. And Herbert with some really bad throws in this one. And the beat down is in full effect. Mahomes in the zone out of the gun. Brings a man in motion. Fakes the pop pass and hands it off up the middle. Fumble! And the Chargers are going to get that one. And they're going to actually get a turnover of their own. Finally, James is the one who scooped up the ball. So maybe a chance to swing the momentum here as they do get a turnover to wipe out that interception from Fenton. Now Herbert back to pass. He's got a man. That's Williams hurdling a man and able to get further down the field. 1st and 10. And that feels like an opportunity for some momentum shift as they finally get a little something going after that turnover. And a little quick strike there to Williams, able to pick up some yardage now close to midfield. Under center. Back to pass is Herbert. He's got a man going deep. And that's Eckler, who does get tackled, but he actually got down near the 24-yard line. So it almost looked like he had a chance to break that one. He was coming wide open, nicely read by Herbert, and that was probably his best throw of the day to hit his running back out of the backfield. Actually lined up as a wide receiver, I suppose, but Austin Eckler with a nice reception and a nice run after catch. But yes, absolutely have got to score here if you're a Chargers. That is an absolute imperative, as Eckler is able to get the ball upfield quickly to the 2nd level, stretches out to try to get to the line to gain, but not quite, and we'll get a 2nd and inches here. Back to pass. Herbert throws to the outside, and he's got a man, and that is going to pick up the first down. Not a big gain, but all they needed was an inch or two, as Palmer is on his second reception to pick up that first down. And now the pressure is on to push this one into the end zone if they're going to have any chance to get back into this ball game. Handoff to Eckler up the middle goes almost nowhere. 2nd and 9. Yes, Keenan Allen slant would be a good play call here. I would agree. So they elect to throw to the outside. They've got a man out there, the tight end on the reception. That is Parham Jr. 3rd and 4. Back to pass. Surveying. He's got a man, and it looks like it'll get the first down for the Chargers, but it's actually called short. I thought he had it past the line, but unfortunately not. And so they're going to settle for a field goal, and you should go for that. What are you doing? You're down a boatload, and you're a yard away from a possible first down with the end zone right behind it. Why are you not going for that? I don't understand that at all. Just do not understand that at all. So not a great return here as he elects to take that one out of the end zone and only gets out to the 17, does McDuffie. And yeah, Sean, I agree. You have to go for that. In a game like this, only way to win is with touchdowns. Down this many points, field goals are useless. Absolutely useless. So quick pitch to the outside. Edwards-Helaire runs over a man. And that one only for 1 yard, but nice effort from Edwards-Helaire. 2nd and 9. Under center for Mahomes. Back to pass. Over the middle, he's got a man on the little drag route. That's McCole Hardeman with the reception. 3rd and 2. Yeah, exactly, Sean. If you don't score there, you've got an opportunity both a touchdown and a first down. As the fumble, ball's out. I think this one he may have been down, but for now the Chargers returning this ball, and that's Khalil Mack with the fumble recovery. We'll see if they said he was down. This one's going to get reviewed, so we'll take another look at this one. But let's see here. Where is his knee? Oh, he's down. I don't see this one standing, as that knee appears to be down right about there, and then the ball came out, so it should get turned over, and it does. So the Chiefs retain the ball here, 1st and 10. Chiefs, and Mahomes going to get sacked out on the outside, trying to scramble, and Joseph Day comes away with his first sack of the day, 2nd and 24. But yeah, no, I agree. They had an opportunity for both a first down, and as we get to the 2-minute warning here in half, they had an opportunity for a first down or a touchdown. You go for it, you get one or the other, or a potential for a safety if you turn the ball over on downs. I don't like that call not to go for it. That's really, especially with this scoreline. I mean, that's way too conservative for you're in a blowout right now. Why not just pull all the stops and go for broke? Because you may as well. 3rd and 15. A quick handoff to the center. That's Edwards-Helaire working up, but he's going to be stopped well short. And so the Chargers going to take a timeout, try to get some, try to hope to get a touchdown on the board before they go to half here. They need something, because right now, if this stands as is, it's going to be an ugly scoreline to overcome in the second half. Either way, it'll be ugly, but at least you'll be, 7 points closer to making it a game, which it's pretty far from being a game right now. So, from the 16-yard line, Herbert out of the gun, 1st and 10. A minute 43 left in the half. Herbert's found a man downfield, and that's Williams with the reception. They're in the no huddle here, 1st and 10, in the hurry up. Back to pass. Herbert surveys the field, got a man. That is Palmer with his 6th or 7th reception of the day, 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Scrambling. He tried to get it to Palmer, but just overshoots him, does Herbert. It's 3rd and 3. Now out of the gun, back to pass, 3rd and 3. Tried to force it into Williams. Williams unable to come up with that, so Chargers will sputter. And I don't know. I think I'd even go for that at midfield here rather than punt. You need points so desperately. It was 4th and 2 from about the 49-yard line. I don't know why you don't go for that. I mean, the worst that happens is you get a single crack at the end zone or a couple cracks at the end zone from Mahomes if you turn it over on downs. But you're in such a big hole anyway. Does it really matter? Deep down the field, it intercepted. That one is just going to be a long punt for Mahomes as he actually ended up overthrowing McCole Hardeman, and the defender had a better positioning on the ball deep on that one. So the Chargers, with a sudden breath and the turnovers, breath of fresh air, as the turnovers have been just absolutely wild in this one, back and forth, lots of interceptions and fumbles going all over the place on both sides of the ball. So Herbert airs his deep, he's got a man downfield, and that's going to be PI. Wow. So they go for the air it all out, go for broke, which I wanted them to do earlier, and this time they get Reed with the pass interference, which is a spot foul down to the gate, 1st and goal, and maybe, just maybe, they can get those points on the board before going into half after all. 10 seconds left on the ball. Eckler with the ball near the 1, and time's running out, and oh boy, that's rough. Go into the halftime on the 1-yard line and nothing on the board. A 42-10 ball game. Yikes. Juju actually has had a very good first half for the Chiefs. He's got 2 touchdowns in this one, at least 2, and has had a number of nice receptions. So he's been involved early in this one, in this massive day for the Chiefs. So now, Justin Herbert, 17 of 23 in this ball game, but really underwhelming so far in his effort on this day. So 1st and 10, he's got to do something here early in this half if they want to have any chance. And a quick handoff to Eckler goes all of 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Hey, Bo, welcome in, and it was an absolutely wild first half. First play of the game was a deflection from Mahomes off of a D lineman that went for an interception, and then a 1-play touchdown strike from about the 4 from the Chargers, and then it has been 1,000% Chiefs after that. As you can see, the scoreline 42-10. It's been just an absolute bludgeoning here in this one. There have been turnovers all over the place, most of them going the Chiefs' way. 1st and 10. Back to pass is Herbert. He's got a man down to the side, and he's connects first down for the Chargers, and now something coming together here for this drive as the Chargers have an opportunity to punch this one in and maybe get something going, and Everett now has 4 receptions on the day. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. And Everett's had a pretty nice day here. You see him work his way upfield after catching that ball and had some room to work up the sideline. And as you can see up from the field, there is an opportunity for a first down there from the 11, so they can get a first down at the 1. Eckler up the middle gets about 4 or 5 of those yards. Call it 4, 2nd and 6 from the 7. Back to pass. Pressure in his face, but he's got a man wide open. Touchdown! Austin Eckler on the touchdown. Nobody in the vicinity. And Austin Eckler easily turns around and gets the ball across the plane to finally, after the first few ticks of the game, score a touchdown for these Chargers. They have been absolutely shut out outside of one singular field goal, just wire to wire from basically the first few ticks of the game until just now. They're only their 2nd touchdown of the day. 42-17 now, 3:13 left in the 3rd quarter, as the Chiefs will start their new drive here at the 16-yard line, which is where Mahomes will have the ball. Yes, Sean, Austin Eckler has been pretty much the lone bright spot for this Chargers offense. Williams has been involved in a couple of spots, but really Austin Eckler's been doing the lion's share of what little the Chargers have to speak for them. And Mahomes out to Kelsey, up the sideline, slips past a guy, and able to get downfield in a hurry is Kelsey. Big pickup down the sideline for the Chiefs. Again, his 7th reception now of the ball game. He has been involved early and often in this game plan, as you can see him avoid that bad pursuit angle and work upfield for a bunch of extra yardage. Bo, no idea whether or not the suspension is going to come down or what kind of length it will be or is, or isn't. Depending on how this all works out. There's some possibility that there isn't one. There's some possibility that he plays all the games, not because he won't be suspended eventually, but because they'll wait for the civil suits. There's also some possibility that he'll get 4, 6, 8 weeks. I mean, there's really, really hard to tell at this point. So not sure what to expect on that front, and I think, I don't think that fully changes necessarily what we're capable of this season, but it certainly has impact on what this team can be, because the quarterback is such a big part of what a team wants to do. 2nd and 11 now for Mahomes. Quick handoff up the middle to Edwards-Helaire. Room to work quickly to that second level, although he is caught from behind by Bosa. Joey Bosa on the tackle there. Go Bucks. 3rd and 3. Trips to the right, a little tight bunch formation, back to passes Mahomes. He's got a man. That is Juju Smith-Shuster, so there he is for you. Juju on the reception. It was Wendell that was looking for some Juju action, and that is his 4th reception of the day now, 57 yards for him. So like I said, he had been involved. He's got at least 2 touchdowns as well on his day, does Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, Bo, we've talked about that a fair amount on this channel. Obviously, nobody was there other than the parties involved. There's that we know of. Deep from Mahomes. He's got a man, but out of bounds is McCole Hardeman, unable to come away with that one. 2nd and 10. But yeah, it's going to be a he said, she said. So hard to prove, but when there's that many cases, a lot of potential outcomes. Who knows? I think there's a lot of shadiness potential on either side of all of this. As wide open Juju Smith-Schuster over the middle on that one. 1st and 10. Will be a first down for the Chiefs here. And Juju continuing his nice day over the middle there. Just really nobody in that zone able to pick him up underneath. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of potential for either way. Some really shady stuff going on. I don't know who's to blame for what or what all is going on. I think that one's out of bounds. A strike from Mahomes to the perimeter, but unable to bring his feet in bounds. I think that was McCole Hardeman, unable to get his feet in. 2nd and 10. So, Mahomes back to pass. He's got a man downfield. That is his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And 3rd and 8 yards on that reception, 3rd and 2 here. And that's Edwards-Helaire's 4th reception on the day. Yeah, so I know they came out apparently because of the HBO, Real Sports interviews. That's apparently what has been reported. It does seem really late for that to be, but I don't know. They're all represented by the same person. There's certainly that seems a bit questionable in and of itself. The timing of when all it happened seems somewhat suspect. There's a lot of things going on that you kind of are eyebrow raising, especially when you look at both sides of the argument of what's going on. A lot of the stuff that isn't being reported, it certainly seems the media seems intent on, prosecuting him in the court of public opinion. Obviously, I think Browns fans are vested in, that's now their quarterback, so they're going to have his back, or at least that's what the majority of what I've seen has been. So, the biggest thing I hope is it's not too much of a distraction. We'll see what the league chooses to do. I certainly hope they don't choose to suspend him based purely on the court of public opinion for public appearance. I mean, it's possible that they will do that, but I think they would be misguided to do so. The touchdown for the Chiefs, but Cole Hardman coming open late on that one, and this route seems to be back on as the Chiefs are going to go up now 49-17 pending the completion of this point after touchdown. You can see him really throwing McCole Hardman open into the opening of that zone there. That window just split the middle there between the defenders, and right on time for McCole Hardman to come away with that touchdown. Far too easy for these Chiefs. Yes, I agree, Sean. Barry absolutely did build this team to withstand a suspension. I like what they have in Brissett as a backup. I think he absolutely, with the team as constructed, can win and consistently with this team because they're so good. The defense is going to be outstanding. Everybody around the quarterback position on offense is great. So I have a lot of confidence they'll be very good in spite of even without Watson, but then when Watson is playing for the Browns, that they have the potential to not just be very good, but really quite elite and very, very special when we're not firing on all cylinders. I think this team could be, downright electric. So we'll see. But obviously they have to come together as a unit, and that's going to take time and chemistry and reps. So we'll see how that works out. Quickly tackled in the backfield to Zeckler. 14 rushes for him on the day, only 32 yards, second and 11. Yes, Clowney is back, Bo. We are absolutely stoked about that. I think that was really the final piece on the defense they really needed to address. Absolutely had to have, Clowney back. That was the linchpin to making the defense really what you want it to be for the season. And I'm so excited for what that defense can be this year, because I think they can be very, very special really out the gate, because they've already worked a lot and built the chemistry amongst, effectively 9 of the, starters from last year. 3rd and 7. Herbert back to pass. Pressure coming, but he does fire deep, but incomplete to Williams. Unable to corral that one on the sideline. 4th and 7. So the punting unit comes out. 6:30 left of the third quarter, and this one is all Chiefs. The 6-1 Chargers just getting absolutely manhandled by these Kansas City Chiefs, who have been absolutely clicking on all phases of the game. Inside handoff to Hilaire. He gets to the second level and picks up about 7 on that one, 2nd and 3. Yes, I agree, Sean. Watson really does. Exactly as you say. Back to passes Mahomes. Scrambling and throwing back across the field. He's got a man out on the outside. That's Juju Smith-Shuster. And 1st and 10 there, as the inadvisable throw is fortunate that there is only one man even in the area, and Mahomes able to get it to him. Now, over the middle, he's got a man. That is McCole Hardman on the reception. 1st and 10, Chiefs. I agree, Sean. I think he will break that double digits sacks, which will be the first time in his career that he'll ever have done that. But I think that's going to be huge for him, and I think he will do that this season. But Edwards-Helaire with another carry, 3 yards on that pickup, and Mahomes out of the gun here for 2nd and 7. Back to passes, Mahomes. See something you like. He's got Kelsey on the outside, gets the perimeter down to the 10, 5, and he actually is going to get knocked out of bounds, call it the 7-yard line. 1st and goal Chiefs as their big day. Now, 511 total yards for these Chiefs. They are absolutely smoking the Chargers here. Yeah, Bo. Yeah, it's true. Defense, they say defense don't win Super Bowls, but I think they absolutely can. And I think this offense absolutely has the opportunity to be as good. Kelsey, touchdown, Chiefs. That was too easy as well. And the beatdown is in full effect. Soon to be 56-17. Both Miles and Clowney have the opportunity to get to double digits. That would be awesome. Really, hollowed ground there if we have both of our rush ends able to break the double-digit mark, and I think that's very much in the cards for this season. Very, very possible we could get to that mark. But I do think this very, very much could be our year. I mean, we'll see, but I have a lot of optimism. I think Browns fans have a lot of optimism with good reason. I think this is an excellent roster as constructed, and really, you feel like you could field a full 53 right now, put out all three phases with your starters and backups as constructed, and be very comfortable that you've got not only a competitive roster, but one that is competitive no matter who you're playing. Yeah, absolutely can't win a Super Bowl without D. That is so true, as Sean points out. But Aaron Donald took over the game for sure for the Rams winning that Super Bowl. You cannot win that game without Aaron Donald, and the defense such a clutch part. So no, I think our defense has that same potential to be the difference in a potential Super Bowl game. 3rd and 1 now here for the Chargers. Bunch formation to the right, 2 split out, and the empty backfield to the left. But Herbert out of the gun to pass. He's got Keenan Allen on a quick pick up there on that little hitch route. 1st and 10. Only Keenan Allen's 3rd reception, and that really speaks to how good this Kansas City defense has been, really taking away the best playmaker for the Chargers from Herbert, as Keenan Allen only with 3 receptions so far. That is taking away one of their biggest workhorses on this offense. Yeah, I 100% agree. Execution is the key. We absolutely can play to that level, but we got to execute. 1st and 10, he does dump it off quickly out to the outside, and 6-yard pickup there for Everett. So Chargers doing something here at least. Still a minute 50 to play, but that one pressure gets home pretty quickly. Able to throw it out of the sack is Herbert to salvage a 3rd and 4 here. Back to pass. Scrambling and dumping off to Everett out on the outside. They are going to pick up a 1st down on that, though. So the Chargers finally with something to show for their efforts here. It does kind of feel that way, Bo. This has been a wild game, though. I mean, just turnovers left and right, and Mahomes has been on fire as yet another sack of Herbert, and 2nd and 21, and that is an ill-timed for that O-line to give up another sack for the Chargers. That has really been the start of all of their problems. As you see, the tackle is on his butt on that play, really on his back. You see him laying in the foreground of the picture there on the ground. You never want an O-line to be on his back. A lineman on his back is not a good sign when you're playing football in the NFL. 2nd and 21, out to the outside. There's Keenan Allen, but he is only going to pick up about, call it 10 yards there. 3rd and 11. Very excited about what Winfrey brings to this defense at the D-tackle position. I think the defenders in that room are also very excited to add him. He seems hungry. He seems ready to nose to the grinder and work, and that's what we need there. That's what we need on this roster, and very excited for the raw potential that is Perry and Winfrey for this defense. Bo, he'll play D tackle. I mean, He is a deep tackle. I mean, I think he'll shift around. He's got some versatility. He could play, take some snaps on the outside, but he's primarily a 3 tech. So, and that's his position of strength. That's how he won the MVP for the Senior Bowl. Was at 3 tech, which he wasn't the position he really played at Oklahoma. At Oklahoma, Herbert's got all day to throw here, and he does pick up Austin Eckler down the sideline. That one just took forever to develop, but Austin Eckler on a forever wheel route is able to come up with that reception. 1st and 10 Chargers. But yeah, he'll be playing 3 tech primarily for the Browns, and I think that's his position of strength, and where you'll expect to see most of his snaps come in this traditional 4-3 defense, which is where he's going to thrive. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Handoff up the middle to Eckler. Eckler gets about 1 yard before he is corralled. Bo, actually, I think Ford is not just good. I think he's very good, and I think he is potentially threatening to take away big sack here for Herbert. That was ugly. But I think he's actually threatening to take over that 4th running back position from Felton, who looks like he's going to have to capitalize as a wide receiver and special teams if he's going to have a chance of making this roster, because I think Ford, at least in the early looks, is looking very good for the potential in the future. He's been so sharp in OTAs from everything I've heard and seen, so I think he's got a very good chance of making the roster as a running back. 3rd and 23. And sacked way back is Herbert, as Frank Clark now has 2.5 sacks in this one. Kansas City with 11 sacks, and that should be all you need to know. That paired with the turnovers leads to a scoreline as ugly as this one. Hey, welcome, Phil. Glad to have you here, and hope you're enjoying George out there. Go Browns! 4th and 44, and of course the Chargers are going to go for this in a 56-17 ball game, because that's what you do. Deep pass from Herbert. He's got a man, but unable to connect with Palmer, and that one drops to the turf, and effectively a turnover on downs on that incompletion there. So the Chiefs will take over with a massive lead in the 4th quarter, 12:35 left to play in this blowout. Edwards-Helaire with the inside zone handoff, and he goes all of 2 yards before being tackled. Sometimes you can't explain what Madden does, Bo. Madden does some really odd things at times. There's Edwards-Helaire breaking a tackle, working up the middle, and the shoot clock in full effect here, thankfully. 3rd and 5, under a minute 50 to go. Call it 11 and a half. I said a minute 50, I meant 11:50. 11:22 now in the ball game. 3rd and 5. Deep pass from Herbert, and that one is, from Mahomes, and that one is caught by McCole Hardeman, and that will put them back in the red zone in striking range from the 11. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. Back to pass. He's got Kelsey out on the outside, quickly tackled, and that'll take him up to the 7. Hey, Applied, welcome in. And I saw reports of a 24th, but I'm not so sure that wasn't a mistake, because now it seems like everything I'm reading is only the 23rd. So I'm not so sure if it's 23 or 24 at this point, but it may only be 23. As Joey Bosa, go Bucks, gets around the edge and sacks Mahomes. 3rd and 12. Third and 12 for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to pass. Got a man! Oh, but unable to corral that one is Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs will settle for their very first field goal of the ball game. Because why not? 59-17 now the score as Butker scores the chip shot field goal. And the blowout is official. This one is over. There's no way in 9 minutes and 38 seconds that the Chargers can come back in this one. Why not, indeed? So, first and 10 for the Chargers, who are still throwing for some reason. Now, you would think they'd be just running the ball, realizing this one is very much over. They lick their wounds and take it back into the locker room and try to figure out what the heck went wrong in this one, because something was just not right. I don't know if it was game plan or what, but they've got to fix issues with the O-line. They've got to fix issues with the running game, passing game. Herbert's been absolutely off. It's been ugly in this one. Pressure coming. Trying to set up a screen, but throwing it at the feet of his running back is Herbert. So 2nd and 10 after that incompletions. Trying to set up a screen again. That was the ugliest execution on a screen I think I have ever seen, as he just looked completely indecisive, not sure what to do with the ball. 3rd and 10 after he throws it at the feet of his running back again. Out to the outside, and Gerald Everett on the reception, but, 5-yard pickup ain't doing it, and not that they had any chance anyway. So McCole Hardeman corrals it at the 17, and the Chargers will bring their defense out on the field again. The unit that has been absolutely bludgeoned by this Chiefs offense, as Mahomes has been the conductor of that particular effort for the Chiefs, who have been so good on offense. 4-yard pickup there for Edwards-Helaire, 2nd and 6. Thankfully, fully in the chew clock mode here to get this one well and truly over. Which bad team do I think will do great this year? I actually think the Lions have the opportunity to be very good this year. I like what they're doing there. I think they play hard for their coach there. I think that they've got some young talent, and it's starting to be well constructed. Some of the right pieces in place. I don't love Goff, but I think they've got potential because they play so hard. For that coaching staff to sneak up on some teams and do some good things. So I think they actually, in terms of teams that are not the best, playing above their level, I think the Lions are a good candidate for that. 2nd and 5, quickly tackled is Edwards-Helaire. 3rd and 5 after no gain. Yeah, Jags have some potential too. You'd like to see what Lawrence could do with some actual competent coaching, as hit while he threw is Mahomes, and a duck downfield ends up incomplete, 4th and 5, and I think this may be only the 1st or 2nd punt of the day for the Chiefs. But yeah, I think the Jags, Lawrence with a little bit more built around him, you got some, they addressed some of their issues on that team, and then obviously the travesty that was the coaching staff there that has been all removed. Some competent coaching there could go a long way. So, I hope not too much damage was done to Lawrence, because I think he's got a lot of potential to be very good in this league. But, if he wasn't ruined in the process, I'm more worried that Justin Fields is the one that will be permanently scarred from his experience and the lack of building a team around him, because he is in probably the worst situation in the NFL in terms of talented quarterbacks that have the potential to be ruined by the cast of players around him and the situation he was brought into. If the if the Bears are smart, they'd trade him for the value while he's still got it, because he could be so good. You put him on you trade him to Miami, you trade him to San Francisco, you trade him to, somewhere that has a ready-made roster already built around the quarterback position, and he could be awesome. But unfortunately, I don't think he's got much chance with the roster that he's got around him where he's at now. Yeah, I agree, Bo. They did much the same as what the Browns had done. Herbert takes yet another sack, and that is 5 sacks for Karlaftis. Wow! The rookie has been sensational in this game. 5 sacks is a massive number on the day for the rookie. 2nd and 23. And another sack coming. 1.5 now for Nagy. And everyone getting involved in that sack attack from these Chiefs, as the Chargers O-line can't seem to hold a block worth beans, and everyone getting to Herbert far too quickly. So, 2-minute warning here in this ball game, and fortunately this blowout will finally be coming to an end. Herbert back to pass, airing it deep down the field. He's got a man there. That's Keenan Allen. 3 defenders right there, but they might get a PI here, and they do. So, Chargers going to be set up with a mercy rule potential for a touchdown, but this one certainly not going to make a difference. It'll just make this one sting perhaps a bit less, but not much. Bo, that's a disturbing thought. 2nd and 10. Incomplete pass there, hits the lineman, so now 3rd and 10 for Herbert. He's searching in the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, no, he dropped it. I thought he had that, but they're going to kick a mercy rule field goal instead of the mercy rule touchdown. I thought he had that, though. It looked like he was going to come away with that touchdown, but unable to hold on to it was Everett. So a no touchdown and a field goal instead. 59-20. Looks like it might be the final score line of this one, as we are finally going to get out of this one and allow the Chargers to stop the embarrassment. It has been just so ugly for the Chargers in this one. Yeah, I agree, Sean. You really have to invest in players, young talent, especially like some of those that have come out recently. As Mahomes is going to run for I don't know why, and then not slide. Don't take the hit. What are you doing, Mahomes? Not worth it. You're absolutely winning. There's no point trying to go for an extra yard there. You're just asking for an injury, and you're way too valuable to take that one in what is truly a blowout. You're up almost 40. Come on now. As Edwards-Helaire takes that carry, I'd much rather him take hits than Mahomes if I'm a Chiefs fan. So, 2nd and 9. A little handoff up the middle to Edwards-Helaire as he's going to plow over a tackler. 3rd and 3, and this one, fortunately, the time is going to finally shut the door on an ugly outing for the LA Chargers, as we see a 59-20 final score. So, here's Herbert's bad day, 32 of 46 for 341. And then Austin Eckler, only 24 yards on the day. Palmer with 55 yards, 58. A bunch for Eckler on 6 receptions, 106. He was easily the most productive Charger on the day. And then we're going to see total tackles, 11 for Tranquil. And then 1 sack for James and Joseph Day each. And on the Chiefs side of things, Mahomes was sensational, 32 of 39, 506, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions to mar his almost perfect day. Edwards-Helaire quite involved in the ball game as well, getting a bunch of yardage as well. Kelsey and Hardeman were sensational. Juju Smith-Shuster with 6 receptions of his own. So big days, both of those top 2 receivers with over 150 yards, and that's all you need to know. Karlaftis with 5 sacks, 3.5 for Jones, 2.5 for Frank Clark, 1.5 for Nandi, and 1 for Bolton. So there you have it. That's all you need to know to understand why this one was just a massive blowout. So, wow, that was almost not even a game at that point. I'm not so sure the Chargers needed to show up in that one because it got ugly. So we appreciate you being on. We appreciate everyone's support. We love bringing these games to you here on the channel at Nagy on Sports. We've really enjoyed being a part of this with everyone. We would appreciate if you haven't already subscribed. We'd very much appreciate that, as we appreciate our subscribers here and our fans of Nagy on Sports. And we'll say for this one, go Chiefs. But as always, go Browns!